they are becoming one of the best teams at doing it.
Their CT side's ridiculous. It's a lot like Energy because Oscar's so aggressive. Like we saw Energy yesterday. Oscar and Cirque, you can draw a lot of parallels between the two but based on their aggression.
Pistol round, and Chris J gets off to a good start. Slowly falling back, not willing to, willing to take a duel on the way back, expecting somebody to face him, but he manages to escape. So early advantage for Mousesports. In the meantime, FaZe make inroads towards apartments, but they haven't seen Oscar.
Oh.
Surely Oscar doesn't check that part of the balcony, so he's going to have no idea.
He's
nobody's in the pit.
Rotate.
Yeah, nobody's in the pit, and Rops is making his way towards. He's keeping an eye on top mid.
Oh.
He's got Stico on speedway already. Now the bomb's making its way in, and here are the sound cues for Oscar. So he will see Carrigan. Carrigan gets taken down. There's the bomb, but they still have no idea that people are in the pit. He gets the 1 versus 1 in the middle position though, and I think he's heard people now. Olofmeister with the ding dong from the balcony position, and now Stico's trying to hold things down top mid while his team rotate. Can't really keep an eye to see if the rotation comes off mid, and Guardian will wait in boiler. So Sonny looks like he might go towards the short position. Can see Rain on the side there. Olofmeister in the graveyard area. He can let his teammate bait for him. Rain will be the initial engager, and then he might hide if the CTs keep their back close to the wall. Oh, he's going to get shot in the face. But ultimately, the round will be with FaZe.
Yeah, I think it was weird. I thought Mousesports was going to win that round when Kerrigan died in mid with the bomb. That's a fatal mistake actually I've made a lot as an in-game leader, is you have your teammates flood out of halls and you have the bomb and you're just willing to take that risk. You're like, is there going to be a guy left mid? And there actually was a guy left mid. He should have died to that guy if he didn't die to Oscar, but I think he actually got that kill on the guy left mid. So somehow FaZe managed to pull through that round with that slight error.
Well, it's off towards the car position, but went a bit too far, which stops the T's from going forward. I think it was thrown by the T's. Stop the CTs getting there quickly. Flash over the roof by the CTs, but Chris J doesn't overextend. Just keeping it tight, trying to keep the 1 versus 1, running out of bullets, but Sonny's there to finish one off. Chris J will fall, however. That leaves 3 pistoling players, one of which is on the B bomb site. But the bomb carrier, Nico, was fighting on his own, backs off to join his teammates. Rocks with the 5-7.
Wow.
Don't see too many players with the 5-7. I've gone back to it. I want to kind of force myself to see where it is at the moment. I'm not sure I'm quite satisfied yet. 2 deagles remain for Mousesports. This should be a round for FaZe where it isn't made too expensive unless Oscar can pick something up.
5-7 just feels so wild now. Like the recoil just feels like it's way more than it ever was, because the CZ is just like the gun that doesn't move when you shoot.
Yeah, like my experiments with the 5-7, it feels unreliable. Like I don't feel like I understand where I can trust it to do something, if that makes any sense. But I feel like I should have an understanding of that, so I'm going to like force myself to play with it basically until I know where it is and what I expect, what I can expect it to do and what I can't expect it to do. Just like, you know, if you shoot too quickly with the P250, you're not going to hit anything, you know, that kind of thing. So I'm going on a journey of exploration.
Okay, you don't really have much to go off of either. You're on that journey alone. Not many people are using the 5-7 these days.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't like to. I think, you know, a lot of people will just look at YouTube videos to learn something.
Yeah.
But I think there's something lost in going on your own journey to discover something as well. Because I think even if you find the same information, I feel like you'll have a better understanding of the game if you do the work yourself as opposed to just reading the surface material.
You know what, James? Fortune favors the bold. You know, go against the grain sometimes in life.
Exactly.
That's some wisdom being dropped right now.
Yep.
Yes.
Down straight.
I super like that because I think even if you look at what the stats are and stuff like that, you're just gonna find that you're better with certain things than other people. So it's always good to know for yourself. So I'm with you on that, James.
Yeah, I've always liked the 5-7, and I'm simply not good enough to exploit the CZ as well as some other players might. Flusher, for example. I'm never going to use it like he is. And so I'm going to try and do what works for me.
But Flusher definitely can't knife someone like you can. I've seen your knife in action, James. It is something to witness.
Nobody can knife like I knife. Because I'm like over-dedicated to it. So I take it too far. Carrigan looking to make some money. Wasn't quite sure where he's been shot from, but it seems he realised now. That was nice. clean, crisp block.
You know, if Kerrigan's mechanical skill was just a little bit better, he's like one of the best clutch players ever. Like he's come so
really
close to winning some of the most insane clutches ever.
1v4s and 5s.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I think it was, I want to say the TSM days. They changed brands so many times, I can't quite remember. One of the FaZe League finals when he was with the Astralis Danes, and he was in-game leader, Orpa, and he was top fragging for, I think, the entire tournament.
Yeah, he used to be way more dominant in game, but you don't see him play those type of roles anymore. And I don't know if that's because he's not playing those roles that he's not getting those kills, or you know.
The other day when
how it is now.
Daze was here, they were playing on train. There was a round where they all bought up armor and like Kerrigan dropped. Kerrigan literally had a Glock. Glock and armor because he dropped, like, he didn't have enough money for a P250 because he dropped everything for his teammates. Like, it's just 100% selfless with him.
Yeah, he'll do that all the time.
Yeah.
I like taking this peek when there's a smoke down in mid. But Oscar's going for some next level wallbang. That's not the first time I don't know if it was Guardian who kind of shot above the wall there before as well, but I haven't really seen it yield any results just yet. I think he's going for a headshot for somebody walking out of balcony or something like that, so definitely something to keep an eye on in demos. For those of you smart enough to watch demos.
Yeah, honestly, the devs put all kinds of intended spams in halls, but people don't really use them that often.
Stico in a library position. He's going to end up like baiting for Oscar, but Oscar we picked off by Carrigan. Carrigan expecting it, expecting something. Stico trying to spray for the smoke. This is a difficult situation now for the CTs. Rops is the only man around the site trying to jump up, but again they're expecting it. It's almost like they know what he's going to do before he did in that situation.
Yeah, it's always good to know, you know, the holes in your strat, and the hole in that strat would be a guy jumping on that ledge and one-waying over those smokes, and you can tell they're super aware that that's a possibility, and Rain is probably just trained in on that spot.
That was actually such a risky plant. They didn't really have lane control.
I think it's just one of those things, and this is honestly something that I do a lot too, is you kill the Opera at A, you kill the guy in pit, and you heard the guy spamming through library. That's 3. You had banana control, so you can probably assume that 2 guys are in the B bomb site. Whatever, let's take the risk, let's just plant the bomb. You know, why wait and allow a rotate to come in, potentially pick one of us off? Let's get a massive advantage with this plan.
Well, you could still plant for like pit, just like up to the left a little bit.
Oh, I see. You just mean the location of the plant.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Because the default plant, obviously, let the last person come up.
Okay, I got you.
Double sniper rifles for the Mousesports side. Looking for their first round. Chris J will pick up a sniper rifle as well. 2 players on banana, one of them being Chris J, and he's going to get wrecked immediately. FaZe with really good timing. I think there was a team flash from his teammate. I think Sliggy showed that over the roof from T ramp up to mid.
Carrying with a nice alley-oop right there.
I find there's like a lot of basic grenades which are really powerful that people at home really need to learn. So I'm going to make some videos
like
about just like...
That was a really good flash.
Yeah. A lot of people will just like jiggle peek and just get shot in bottom mid.
Sean had a video where he pointed out a really important flash at Porch, where you bounce it hard off the wall as opposed to just try to like pop it at top mid, because sometimes the opera's hopping towards boiler.
Oh, I'll get to it after this round.
See how Oscar doesn't choose to re-aggress. He knew the other player was there, but he also knew his position was compromised. Is he looking through the smoke? Of course he is. Brilliant stuff from Oscar. 2 versus 2, and the bomb's getting planted on the B bomb site. Nico making his way towards banana, and that's where Oscar is as well. Nico looking pretty damn sharp. 3 kills for him so far. Now they're focusing on Rops. Lauded for his smarts. But what will he do in a situation? No kit for Rops.
This is really hard. He has no kit. He has no nades, and there's no plant on Inferno that's totally safe without nades. It's kind of like A-Site Mirage. Like, there's just nowhere safe that you can plant.
Notice how he walks away on Speedway as well. He's pretty close to the site, so doesn't choose to run away immediately because there's a very, very reasonable chance they would hear that and try and hunt him down. So just quietly slips away.
That's like the other thing that's hard about B site for retaking is it's really hard to get up banana because like Nico had such a big advantage sitting at the what was a car.
Yeah.
If there's so many opportunities to catch someone pressing W running up, and there's nowhere for them to hide.
Yeah. And it's one of those engagements too where there's not much like side to side movement from the person running up on you. They're running at you almost in a straight line, which makes it very easy to get that kill.
You kind of just have to constantly hope they're about to peek and then like, get ready. And
Where Sonny's position is, if you're coming up banana, there's a window on the wall by car above Chris J basically. So if you're running up and you bounce a grenade off there, it will basically land right under Sonny's feet. So even if he's trying to avoid a flashbang and you throw a flash that way, he'll just be looking at the flashbang because it'll land right in front of him.
That's risky.
that was weird. Huh.
Ooh, log peek. Nico being very, very patient though. Oh, that's all good for Chris J again. He's going to be very careful, trying not to get traded. He'll shoot Nico in the face, through the wall of course. But Carrigan will get one back. Bomb in tow with a teammate. Is Sonny going to make a play through the smoke? He needs to be well timed for it. He's got no one to flash for him. He's making his way in, gambling, but it doesn't work out. And that's going to be the round, surely. We're looking at 6-0 now for FaZe.
Do you think that Stigo did that because they were low on, just low buy or something?
I think that's a bad play. I mean, having two ops in play as CT, why are you making out that play through that mid smoke with a FAMAS? Like, let your oppers try to get a pick around like this.
Mousesports going for it. Olofmeister on the flank, and he's got full information. And now Oscar's down.
Oh, poor Robs.
Oh dear.
Yikes.
Feels bad, man.
Make the money. How much money does Olofmeister have? Let's see. Okay, that's worthwhile. I was gonna be like, if he spawns with 16k. BM.
But yeah, so what Launders was talking about though is you'll see a lot of pretty lower tier teams smoke left mid on Inferno for bracket control. Everyone does this, right? And then you run up mid, come out boiler, take mid control. Well, the flash that a lot of bad teams throw is a pop flash into mid. But what you're actually trying to do when you flash mid, when you watch good teams, is they flash off the upper porch. Because that's the one kill you can't trade, right? You don't care about the guy underneath porch. You can trade that kill. Holy cow, that was insane.
Rotating the AWP as it's the only weapon really in play for the CT side. Expecting a lot of teams in this situation might want to just avoid the AWP. AWP's B, go A. So Oscar goes to A, tries to catch them on the rotation. But pro teams will be well aware of that strategy as well. Sonic gets punctured, and the whole team for FaZe are here. So they won't be as concerned because they've got the numbers to trade.
So the flash is basically really easy. Just like throw it hard off the wall at top mid, and then it bounces against by the doorway and boiler basically, and then it flashes a much better area than if you were to like throw a very precise pop flash just to top mid.
But you also see a lot of European teams, not even FaZe, throwing a flash over the wall, and I think that serves a similar purpose. They're definitely trying to blind someone, you know, opping a porch angle. It's just I'm not exactly sure. I haven't looked like where the flash pops and what it would potentially get.
Is that over the wall, standing from balcony, bouncing off the skybox, or some?
No, it's T side. So like they're like down somewhere in like the center of mid.
Yeah, I mean like the Oh, I thought you meant like second mid.
No,
balcony.
So it's kind of like by the alt mid corner, and they throw it over the wall.
Okay.
It would have been really nice for Mouse to be able to save that one round that Robs got knifed. They had that double op set up. It was like they're going to have to save after that. Might not be able to see two ops again, but it looks like, honestly, Oscar and Chris are both hitting shots right now, so it'd be better if they both had them.
I think Oscar shot towards logs based on the trajectory of the grenade he saw when he headshot
Totally
Carrick.
possible, yeah.
That's because I think normally an AWP would shoot a bit more, well, significantly more to the left.
Oh, wow. That's an easy one way.
Nice.
Nice. That's one for the Go TV demo. Oscar going absolutely bananas now. Oh, he was so close to the third one. That's the Oscar you love to see. Not afraid to do it, even against FaZe. And, I mean, hey, Mousesports needed something. Need to slow down his FaZe train. Second AWB picked up in this 3 versus 4. Chris J walking to his doom. Not having a good time on Banana as Chris J so far.
That jiggle peek.
Yeah, that was brutal.
That was filthy.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Yeah, FaZe all cylinders at the moment. Olofmeister's 8 for 1 right now. He's died once.
He's been going off lately.
Yeah, he's been really good.
Again, Rob says no kit. There is one by the tree though, just in front of him. So that will need to be collected. Time is ticking. Nobody peeking.
Around like that, so a situation like that for the viewers that Drops was in is so hard to win against teams like FaZe because it's not like, you know, 5v5 CS. Those two players are going to be holding off angles. Like that angle that he just got killed in, he's not going to clear that angle. It's just he can't jiggle peek that. It's in the middle of the open. He's going to expect a guy to sandbag or, you know, the guarding corner. And that's in between the two. So he's unfavored in both fights probably.
And then
That's if he even knows where they are.
and if he gets one, it's like no smoke for Banana.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Ooh, gimmicks.
but the play that Oscar made, it didn't. He had like a window of time where he killed Guardian. That he knew Guardian was responsible for mid by
Can we
himself.
see
Yeah,
Oscar's
exactly.
POV quickly? Oscar's POV, please. Yeah. So that's the purpose of it. To expose the legs if anybody comes up for Oscar to get a free kill.
But yeah, so I know what you're referring to. Yeah, so when Oscar gets that kill on Guardian, he knows, you know, that's the AWPer. There's no way a rifle is going to peek this angle right now. I have a window of like 5 seconds where I can peek into ult, unafraid to die from the guy I know is still by T-ramp because there's just no way he's going to peek into this. So he just took advantage of that, got the second kill, which is really smart on his part.
There we go. Oscar is in there. 45 seconds, 4 on 4. The bomb close to top mid. And Oscar continues to regress. There was a flashbang from a teammate, and Nico hasn't seen him pass. Oh, sorry, Chris J, who's back top Banana. And now he sees that there's no more players on Banana with 30 seconds to go. Oscar rotating back towards the A bomb site. Rups pushing balcony, but doesn't work out for him. Now the T's are encircling the site. The bomb's on the floor for the time being, but the site has been cleared for now. Oscar still doing damage. My flashbang won't do the job. Just a 2 burst from Olofmeister, but there are 9 seconds to plant the bomb. Does he continue to charge Oscar? The bomb's down, so he has options now. That was nasty from Olofmeister. Tap, tap. Well, not tap, but burst.
Oh my god, what?
Crouching with the P250.
I don't even know why he did that.
Why did he do that?
He must have had bullets. Oh my god. Because like he peeked like he was expecting to see someone, like crouch peek. Oh my god. That's insane. Another site. Like I mean, Inferno, both sites are extremely hard to retake.
Yeah.
And with no smoke, it's like, that was nuts. Wow. I think FaZe definitely want to show Mousesports though that they can like destroy them because Mousesports have brought it so close.
Yeah, I feel like Mousesports no longer has that level of respect that they probably had for FaZe, 3-4 months ago. Whereas now they're just like, oh, we're playing a team that's pretty good and we can beat them. Yeah, they're on our level.
Then Olaf's like P250.
Yeah.
Maybe it's for the faster run speed.
I think it's
so we can 1 feet quicker, maybe.
I mean, Skew's crouch walking though.
Yeah, he's just snail walking.
That's all of my stuff. Just like, this is all I require. I do not need more than this. Forcing their way through the smoke are FaZe, perhaps trying to catch an ill-equipped, ill-manned Banana. Stico in the smoke once more, looking to make another dodgy play.
This round is actually not over. Because they still have one. They haven't run back to A or anything, but yeah, it might be hard now.
I feel like every time FaZe just got to kill him in Ana, there was a guy around the next corner. Just like, in the next available suitor. Sicko. And then I feel like if he died, Rops would be at the next corner.
Yeah, it's just a series of bosses. Going halls here is good. This is kind of like what, like on the pistol round, they had the bomb go up mid. I mean, technically, if the bomb went halls, Oscar was sitting in the window, but at least it would have been like a route that you know was safe all the way through.
A footstep is heard. Rops realizes that he may just be in the right place.
Oh.
Difficult round for Mousesports. Double figures for FaZe, 10-0. Mousesports have been at maximum loss bonus for quite a while now, but it has not really taken them anywhere. Double Orcs once again. Wonder if there'll be a change in approach. Will they continue to fight Banana from the old car position? Because, as we can see, it has not had much success. Or will they be forced to be more passive? There's one team that has a grenade which bounces into the pit. I want to say it's North, but I can't quite remember.
Yeah, we watched that at Summit. It was North.
Yeah.
Is it off the wall?
No, they just bounced it off the ground in front of the pit. And it just, like, you know the person that jumps in the pit, exactly like how the FaZe guy does? It, like, meets him there.
Just bowls it?
It does, like, 50 HP.
Huh.
I don't know why every team isn't throwing it after we pointed it out at Summit. That nade's so good.
Again, the gimmick smokes. It's a pretty good smoke to simply delay people moving into apartments. They'll be aware that they'll be exposed, but it just slows everything down.
This is a risky. I mean, Mousesports have just taken a gamble and done 4A without. Oh, they have a kill at least, so it makes it a bit easier. But it looks like FaZe are going to run right into this. So
Guardian's going towards bottom mid, so I think this might just be to take top mid. Somehow there's no kill there. Nico's been pretty good so far, continuing to harass, but the bomb's moving away from the A site now. They've shown somebody very deep towards short, but Sunny smartly still looking for a rotator. Chris J will hold things down towards the B bomb site. That might be quite telling. Oh my god.
that was so nuts.
He's just wired today.
Just poke the bear.
Stico on his own, and he is surrounded. Chris J is very, very far away indeed. He's got a boxer trying to protect him, but there is no protection from Olofmeister.
What are you supposed to do if everyone's just chugging G fuel?
I feel like watching that round from Sunny's POV, like after he dies in that way, and then he sees how Stico dies in the site, he's probably just like, dude, why can't we just start Mirage right now, man? Like, like, yeah, you feel so disheartened after something like that.
Yeah, that would have been a really great setup for Mouse because they had everything covered. Chris J got his kill at B, and the bomb was going back, so FaZe were about to be lost. And then Olaf wins that fight. It's like, oh.
The AKs are too much. They're proving too much in the hands of FaZe Clan. Olofmeister is 14 for 1. Sunny is 1 for 9. Rops is 2 for 9. Where is it? Show it to me. No. He just pressed the big no button. No, you cannot.
He's 14-1 right now.
Wow.
1 death.
FaZe got somewhere to be. KBBQ.
They do love their Korean barbecue.
I think almost everybody does. Just in
It is
esports
true.
in general, you know.
I feel like the only people that don't like Korean barbecue are the people that haven't had it.
Xenophobes are racist.
I don't want to like it, but I like it. Go on. Yes, yes. No. Not this time. Minute 12 for FaZe, slowing the pace down. Rops again with the Mag 7. A skinless Mag 7. Mag 7 Hazard is the best skin. Look it up. Stico with a desperate kill. But he can't really pick up the weapon. Will the advantage be enough? Ooh, Oscar ever fearless Oscar. With his position in second mid, he can see people rotating towards the A site if he chooses to stay there. He doesn't.
Huh.
Oh, I was going to say this round looked really promising for Mousesports.
Yeah, he had. I feel like it's really safe to sit there.
This still looks good for them, though, right?
They're still up, yeah. It looked like they were going B, though. That would have been even better. Yikes.
Okay.
Dude.
2 players moving through Arch. That's going to pull Stico towards the Speedway position, and there's an escort for the bomb now. Only the 1 kill for Oscar.
You hate to see that.
Did they know Oscar was in alt? Is that why he left? Because he got the kill. He got the kill from Halls, right?
Stico got the kill.
Oh yeah, like I feel like he had a really strong spot to just watch the cross. Even if he just spotted from there, his teammate could have led off to B. And even though they ended up coming back, he would have got the info really soon. Instead, he kind of took like a fair fight almost, where they were trying to clear him.
Down to Chris J now. 1 versus 2. No kits for Chris J. Doesn't look good for him, sorry. They know they don't need to peek until he touches the bomb, and he will make his exit.
I will say though, even though FaZe are kind of running into their peaks a little bit, most of the time they're doing a good job of like impeccable spacing, so it's like really hard to kill both of them. Like when they cross boiler, it was like they're both totally ready.
True. Well, let's worry about the important questions. What's the best type of knife when you're opping? Because you tend to switch to your knife a little bit more when you op, you know? Like,
I mean, Fallen's with butterfly knife.
I feel like Fallen's butterfly knife switching has made it more popular.
Indeed,
I feel like
it
I've seen a
has,
rise of butterfly knives.
Yeah.
Although maybe it was to do with some kind of bug where I think there was a bug with the knives where some draw animations were faster than others. But
yeah, didn't Guardian use
that was
a flip
before,
knife?
yeah.
Look, now he has a butterfly. Maybe there's
Oh,
anything to
Guardian,
this.
yeah, Guardian used the flip knife for like 3 years.
Oh.
yeah, a lot of people went to the butterfly, but for me, I find it satisfying the bayonet animation where it's just flying in the air.
Yeah.
That's just like,
That was great.
I don't know. But the camera bit's nice as well. So CT, you have the Bayo.
Falchion knife. The lost soul of the knives. Who has one?
What does Snacks use?
Snacks.
Snacks used to. I don't know if he still does.
He uses
No,
the
he uses the Bowie now.
bow, yeah. But he likes them big knives.
Yeah, I don't know.
Big hunting knives.
I've got a Bowie as well. Chris J looking to the right, but he's flashed. They're looking for his position. They didn't see him at first. They saw him afterwards, though. Normally, you expect the offer on the other side, looking to the left of the fountain, trying to mix it up, but that is the bomb site gone. And what do Mousesports do now? They are running out of rounds in which to save, and they have no rounds.
This is some good calling right here. Yeah, because like they got him in that 4-1 setup that Mouse were in last time, but this time they actually just went B early enough that they kept Chris there. They knew Chris was there last time when he killed Guardian by himself.
Yeah, and I think FaZe has definitely addressed their issues they previously had, you know, where they would be stuck behind utility for way too long and not do anything. But the reason... Ooh.
Wait, Rain's still here, Rain's still here. The flash, he's got him off the bomb and he hasn't faced. What a beast! But Oscar's there and they do have a kit this time. Rops has finally got a defuse kit. And there's 1 round on the board for Mousesports.
Yeah, so previously FaZe would get map control and CTs just didn't feel pressured to use their utility. And then they would just sit around and regroup. And by the time they regrouped, it was the time that the CTs would then feel the need to start using utility. And they would just get stuck behind utility until 20 seconds in the left in the round. But it looks like they solved that and they're regrouping quicker, or packs of 2 and 3 are taking initiative and actually entering sites.
Yeah, like here, I think that last round, they didn't actually have to bait out the utility. They found that like middle spot before the rotations came out.
That was nice.
Sick.
That's beautiful. That is satisfying. I'm living vicariously.
I don't know if it's by design or what, but I feel like every time I watch one of the Mousesports offers, Chris or Oscar get a pick or take a like super aggressive engagement, the other one immediately does something aggressive. Like we saw Oscar get aggressive at A, get a kill, and then Chris push banana. We see Chris get aggressive banana, and then Oscar peeks into boiler a second later. I don't know if there's something to that or if that's just random coincidence.
Oscar feels he has good timing to simply walk into apartment, scoped in already. Failed Molotov. The arch smoke is down.
That's actually a super good Molotov instead of smoking, because people will just peek behind the smoke and shoot. Just much more threatening to have that.
I think it's good the first couple times you see it. Then you're going to see teams like put it out with the smoke and just be like wide peeking
anyway.
behind it. And you're just like, what?
Oh!
Oh no.
Olaf Meister always good for it, and the T's swarm the A site. It's there's another player in the pit, but Stiko's creeping through the smoke. This time it works out, and he delays the bomb plant. He's got her support now. Another kill for Stiko. Almost a fourth, but Sonny will steal us away. 2 rounds for Mousesports. They've doubled their score, and now we reach the last round of the first half.
What suddenly happened with A1S? Everybody is suddenly switching back. We saw all Virtus Pro, and what was the other team, James, that had all A1Ss?
I do not recall.
It was Virtus Pro and
It seems a mix here.
FaZe. It wasn't FaZe.
I
No,
think
Virtus.
VP were changing on the map, if I'm not mistaken. I might be. Anyway, Mousesports have taken early losses. Getting aggressive in apartments. You can see Banana quietly being taken by FaZe at the 1:30 mark, and Carrigan's quick to join them.
It was Liquid, wasn't it? Virtus Pro Liquid.
Don't know.
I do think a couple Liquid players have it.
Sony trying to avoid a flashbang. Dancing around the fountain, alive for now. Maybe that second flashbang helped him, but he can only get 1 frag in this situation.
It's crazy. You see a spot like that, and that's like normally where you get 1 kill, but Nico will just play there constantly and get 3.
Shoot, when we played SK at boot camp once,
Oh, Cold Zero is so good.
Fur was behind that thing, dude. I've never seen anyone have movement like him that round. You can ask anyone on Misfits. It was incredible what he did to us that round. He just kept peeking and 2-bulleting from like both sides, like just pre-fire 2-peek, pre-fire 2-bullet, pre-fire 2-bullet. He got like 4 kills.
Oh, delayed peek from Olaf Meister. Took some damage in the flames to make Rops look anywhere else, and finally emerges 13-2 for FaZe. A note though that Guardian took an angle towards Inferno where he was standing on the pool wall, where he would expect somebody to pre-fire towards coffins, and landed a shot from there, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, the guy coming up banana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was a nice touch. He's a good person to watch for little things like that, and where he'll try to elevate himself for a peek if he thinks someone might be holding the angle, so he's more likely to get legged than hit in the chest if they are. So lots to learn from watching Guardian if you do want to be a sniper player. Pistol time, and Oscar is angry. He's looking for more frags. 16 kills in that last half, far ahead of the rest of his teammates. Very patient shots with the Glock, but can't quite hit the mark. It's Carrigan who will win that duel. Only 1 person spotted on B, but Mousesports will leave it alone for now.
That's so funny. Nico just holding an off angle in the middle of the open. I guarantee no one's ever peeked him like Oscar just peeked him. That was insane. Just wide.
Lovely 1 shot there from Olaf Meister. Lands a 2nd shot as well. Pulling back to the balcony. Slightly delayed, maybe after def cam, but he'll go down anyway. Rain now on a short position, and Carrigan's in CT spawn, making his way over. Crossfire with Rops and Chris J, who's just planted the bomb. Rain seems to maybe know somebody's in the pit position,
Damn.
and they're all dead.
That was big from Rain to know. Just, he knew where both of them were, so that's like a big advantage, obviously. You know, like there's a round where it just slightly goes in the favor of FaZe. You know, a few fights that take 3-4 seconds. Anyone could win, you know.
That's the power of the USP. It took quite a while for the T's to figure out where Olaf Meister was after the first kill. Versus the P2000, you have eyes on you immediately.
You're not a fan of the P2000?
I just think it's a very hard argument not to equip a USP.
It is.
I like the P2000, but I just feel like, especially stylistically for me, that I have to use USP.
It's besides the extra bullet, in every mag. It's slightly worse in like every category. Just slightly worse accuracy.
The P2000?
Yeah. The only thing is you get like you have better jumping accuracy or something like that, like slightly better.
Sounds like I need to equip it.
I know Jordan uses the
Been doing a
P2000.
lot of
Oh, we
jumping
play in
lately.
CS:GO.
Nothing uses it, but it is about comfort. But yeah, for I try to play. Well, for some of my styles, I need to use USP. Just leave it there.
That's good. I think the silence helps so much.
Yeah.
MP7, yes.
Mousesports may be silenced quickly in this second half. Only those 2 rounds on the board.
Never mind.
Although Oscar's got the AKs now, so I mean maybe the comeback's on. Maybe the comeback is on. Early days yet, but they do have they might have the AKs if they can kill Rain.
That was not the MP7 commercial.
No.
Whoa.
Nice.
Third finger.
Damn, Oscar is feeling it.
Is that a gut knife?
Yeah.
Wow. Where did he
knife
dig that
also.
fossil up from? I haven't seen one of those in years. Forgot it was even in the game.
That was where my stat track kills began. Stat track gut knife slaughter. Many moons ago. I think those knives are cool. I think they're underrated, especially for if you don't have the biggest budget to buy a knife. I think gut knife slaughter is really cool.
They're very cheap.
2 players on the B bomb site for FaZe with pistols, a HE grenade on Guardian. He's rotating. If he can make it towards Speedway in time, then he could maybe land a nice grenade towards the stairs. Now they have the semi-protection of that smoke grenade, but Mousesports are not committing just yet. And there is a smoke in response from the CTs.
Sean, how do you find out on anti-eco what site to go to without like risking someone dying?
I think you'd have to risk someone dying. Unless you see you can get ahead of some kind of weird smoke pattern. It's always so hard on Inferno though. It's so difficult. You never know how many people are behind those B smokes. Could be 1, could be 5. They could have dropped a smoke at mid and all rotated B. Like, you have no idea. So it's very difficult. And also taking halls is very dangerous because of the nature of like CZs and shotguns on eco rounds. So it's really like, especially on Inferno, it's very difficult to judge if where you're going is the right location. Typically you need a scout.
Yeah, I think Astralis have a really good like eco strat where it's actually not just Astralis, but you get like 5 smokes and then they'll have like 2 at mid and 3 at B, and then they'll just keep smoking B and then rotating out to mid and keep stacking mid.
Yeah, and then
It's just so hard to
yeah, like either you go through a smoke and risk that no one's there, super dangerous by the way, or you potentially fall into a stack by going to the open place. Like they're like 200 IQ in you. They're ahead of you in every decision. Like you have to make a bad decision that turns out to be a good decision.
What do FaZe have to offer in this round? Not much. Keeping their money for the buy rounds. Maybe Rain will be dropping a weapon for Guardian. We will have to wait and see. Early grace from Oscar. Ooh, that's a meaty one. Just past the corner. Finding 2 players there. So that may make things easier later on, but it seems FaZe will re-aggress with the pot flash, but again, Mousesports were not over-committed. Nice shot there from Sunny. Guardian in the red, Guardian dead. No kills for the CT side just yet. And the B bomb site's been clear, but they haven't found that out yet. We have Carrigan starting to rotate off of the A side. He has the UMP and Kevlar. Could choose to save money or choose to make money with his UMPs and pre-fire if anybody's on the barrels above first oranges. And in the meantime, Olaf Meister gets a 1 dig. Sunny was in the red. Now he can rotate and be a nuisance yet longer.
Oh
And
my
in the
God.
meantime, Carrigan's rotating to the side, trying to get as fast as possible, close the distance. But his eyes have been closed. 1v3 now. Moves into position. Finds waiting on Olofmeister.
Damn, they almost messed up. They're going back to mid.
Yeah, it's
But it's
even after he got the first kill, like they continue to go A. Like 1 out of 2 people are A. The second one could be A or he could be B. Do you want to really go to A right there? Like if Kerrigan, that was Kerrigan with the ump running into the site, right? If he was like 2 seconds earlier, he gets that kill on the guy entering site. Who knows what happens at that point?
This is a really good smoke to throw on T side. It's like if teams will decide to go like heavy B control, they'll throw all their nades down. They can't really use them as much, but jumping over this wall is a good way to take advantage of that. Wow, it's very fast.
Got to be careful about the corner of that smoke.
Launders, you part of this new hipster movement about the Galil?
I hate the Galil.
Yeah, same, dude.
I
Keep
hate it.
down.
It's so bad.
Let's keep the Galil out of the game.
It's wherever you aim. Basically, if you have bad aim, the Galil's great. I think
I feel
because
like people that are trying to make the Galil happen are like Gretchen from Mean Girls. Like they're trying to make it happen. It's not gonna happen, guys. Like the Galil is not gonna happen.
that's a great analogy.
2 on 2. Oscar's low, and there's Rops, but he can't get the first kill.
That kills. He's
He
so
had a good little
close.
note.
Yeah, it was a Galil.
That
right?
was a Galil.
Strikes again.
He
Probably gets
the
those
kill
kills.
if he's got an AK, yeah.
Maybe even see. You know?
The crazy thing is that the Galil spray is very simple. It's like the Titan logo,
Stop.
but in
Stop.
inverse.
Stop trying to do this.
It's like
The
a
point-
Galil
the point is-
spray is like if you cut the nozzle off of a whipped cream bottle and just like squeezed it. You know, it's just everywhere. It's
But the
so
actual,
unreliable.
The thing is, the actual spray pattern is the Titan logo, but just in a like flipped and upside down, I think.
No, it's like a.
I mean, that means nothing.
It's
You
just-
can
it's
just-
you can say like the
it's-
Mac 10 pattern is like a dragon. Like I'm not trying to draw pictures. I'm trying to get kills.
This is an art attack, James. And
That is a sweet skin though.
it's like $2,000, like basic kill reward. You move slower. Could have got MP7.
I love this Molotov.
Cerebus.
I know we talked about it earlier. And I said you can put it out of the smoke, but it's just so sick that you can throw a Molotov that far.
Right. Yeah.
Almost goes to the corner as well, the hidden corner. That would be really awesome if it did both. Maybe I'll have to.
Fired off Molotov
Yeah.
potentially.
Fired off Molotov.
You know it, baby. Rain in the pit. Guardian creeping around the site. They do not have eyes of Arch FaZe because 3 are towards B. So the man advantage, but they have compromised part of the A site. That's going to cause a 2-man rotation. Is Tico brave enough to walk through the smoke? Of course he is. Just as it dissipates, but you won't be sure where to aim. Both players here looking the wrong way, and that's a huge frag. That turns the round around. Pit player taken down. That leaves Guardian alone with many targets to face. Stico goes 1v1, and this is not what it wanted. But finally, Guardian will go down, but he's made it winnable for Carrigan. 22 HP. Maybe spotted somebody as he charged through the smoke. Staying close for a box peek, and Oscar's ready for it. Round number 6 for Mousesports.
Got a little scary there for a second.
In your mind's eye, you could see that no scope getting hit.
Yeah. It's difficult to deal with someone hiding in that back corner site sometimes. Maybe we need like a Bard off spam that spot.
Hey, do you have
Which
spams?
one?
That back corner that people just live in and get 3Ks.
Where?
The back corner of the A site.
It's like safe
Oh,
plant.
there. Right.
Yeah.
Cold Zero loves that.
Yeah,
It's like
Scala
standing on
does.
standing on the
Skadoodle
box.
is
I think Skadoodle
always
literally
there.
won the major with that spot.
Yeah. Yeah, when he jumped.
It's
Oh man.
insane. He had like 3 rounds from there.
Surely you could Molotov that from Arch. But then
From Arch?
I reckon you could, but then you wouldn't really be in a I mean, you have to be so deep in Arch, maybe.
Yeah, like if you're close to the
Or
library,
just
you maybe bounce it
maybe
off
you could do it just about not exposed to graveyard. I don't know.
Oh no, you can definitely Molotov that from.
It'd be a bit fiddly though.
Liquid, dude.
You'd have to like probably like line it up, tediously, and if someone's close to Arch, like by the wall, you'd probably get annihilated. So
it's probably smart to do it if you do have Arch, because then there might be someone there. That's like a place you play when you don't have map control. That's still really good.
yeah, if you've got someone covering you like towards graveyard and so on and beyond, then it's when you could throw. But otherwise, I would be hesitant to try and line it up. So now Mousesports are enjoying the spoils of the AK-47s. It's funny because at this point, FaZe are on match point, and you think like there's a high chance that FaZe will eventually take it over the line. But if Mousesports started on the T side, then who knows what might have happened. Although we haven't camped them out just yet, but odds are odds.
No, that's true. You definitely feel like, oh man, maybe we should start it on T side sometimes when you have a good second half.
It's really impressive actually that FaZe started off this match so hot, because I mean, I know from past experience, when you have a day where you have 4 maps, people don't want to scrim for like hours before those 4 maps. Like they feel burnt out by the end of the night if they do that. So you typically come out a little bit flat on like days like this, and then you warm up throughout the day. But yeah, FaZe started off real hot.
I started playing retake servers today. This morning, yeah.
After yesterday?
Did you play executes or retakes?
What?
Did you play executes or retakes?
There's an execute server and a retake server.
Retakes.
Try
Execute's where it's at.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we pimped retakes yesterday on accident.
Yeah. But executes are like the newer version, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll check those out. But I hadn't played retakes until this point. But it's cool to kind of get you in the zone, like where you need to be mentally.
Yeah.
Aim aside, like you're just immediately focused.
Yeah.
Because especially like in NA, people are just charging out of the bomb site every round, every single round.
Listen, we won the last major, James. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah. Yeah. In EU, people are camping in the bomb sites. Can you believe it?
It's
Turtling
funny.
it up.
I'm enjoying playing with North Americans,
so
but every
scared.
time someone gets shot in the head, I want to say that G word, which I think is, I don't know what it means, but I think it's rude. But it's like I'm just getting the terminology in my head now.
What's the G word?
Does it sound like a player for Optic?
Sounds like pooch.
Oh.
Gooch?
Oh. Oh yeah, he said this yesterday.
That's not a bad word. By
It's
the way.
not a bad word.
No.
So they said it was a bad word.
No. Well, I mean, it's a.
Don't tell me what I don't even know what it means, but.
Well, I guess it's a, yeah. Okay.
So it is a
It's
bad
not,
word.
no, it's not a
Thanks,
bad word.
Lourdes.
Yeah, I call some.
First you just don't turn up for work, and now you're just like saying bad words on the broadcast.
No, it's not. It's not a bad word. It's
Unbelievable.
part of the human anatomy.
Okay, I'm not gonna ask.
But what? Did someone call someone that? Is that what you're?
No, someone said
like I
they
gooshed someone.
they headshot someone, but he wasn't
Oh, that's just like blood coming out of their head.
Yeah.
That's all that means.
He's saying it wrong.
Goosh.
Yeah, he's saying CH.
Like I gooshed them or dinked them. Same thing.
dead. Oh, okay, I don't know. Yeah,
That's funny.
I just like it's in my head, and I don't want it to be in my head. So sometimes I'm trying to talk, and I have to like stop myself because I'm about to say it. Like I don't want to say that. But
Oh.
it's kind of just I'm overexposed to the North Americans.
That's funny.
Right then, FaZe are on the bye once again, but it's not. It's less than ideal.
I thought he was saying something else.
I thought so too.
They are. I'm not going to ask. They are light on grenades. Guardian though has an AWP. Flashed off the angle. Oh man, he just got annihilated.
Mouse's flashes coming through that smoke are so good. You've seen it 2 times now where Nico's on that half wall. The first time he got the kill, and it was honestly incredible that he got the kill. This time he was forced off.
So one thing that Void's been good at is the flashbangs, especially on Dust 2. It was great to see the way they would take short. It was a real masterclass for people at home. It was very methodical, and it's just great to kind of watch and commentate through. FaZe not having any success, quite literally, in this round.
Is that the Ang? Oh, I wanted to see him use it.
Through the Bay Hail,
Yeah.
the Hay Bale. Bay Hill.
Big hit.
God, it's one of those days. I need more caffeine.
This game is getting close.
Is there a map where it's worse to have low utility than CT Inferno? I hate being down like
I feel like
4-1 CT side. I guess you'd be down 1-4.
Yeah.
CT side Inferno. It's literally the worst.
With the way Banana is let's
so
say
much.
it's worse than Cash at this point.
Yeah. Oh,
I
I
would-
think they're
Cash
pretty
is-
close. They're pretty close actually, but
I think Train. I mean, I feel very uncomfortable if I don't have a lot of utility on Train. But you can. It feels like you could never have enough smokes on Inferno.
Oh dear, that's the problem. That's the solution. That's a really important frag because you know,
That's a short video right there.
that might be a round losing scenario otherwise. But they have 3 people against pistols, and that's not ideal at all. This would be a huge frag for Stico. He needs to land it. He does land it eventually. That most certainly helps. And the CTs are split up now, and that's a huge factor. If they can capitalize on time. 3 versus 3, when you don't know what's safe and you don't have possession of either side, is very, very dangerous, especially against match point. Rain's taking the gamble, maybe because he realizes the power of the 2 versus 3. But they've gone the wrong way, unfortunately for them. Fortunately for Mousesports, they have, well, I mean, in a situation now, if you rotate via Banana, then surely there are weapons to be collected. Guardian looking for a weapon at the moment, but maybe Mousesports disposed of them.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That would be massive. Because if FaZe came at them with 2 AKs or something, then who knows what might happen. Rain has a deagle though. We know he's a dab hand with that. Oh! Down goes Stico. Nobody wide peeking from the pit to help him out there. Guardian picked off in the meantime. The flash is there. Rain's on the site. No defuse kit. And surely they'll realize that. The AK's out now. Oh boy. Just hide. Doesn't need to face. It's probably too late anyway without the defuse kit. Chris J will finish him off. Close shave. But the jugular's intact.
The economic damage barely matters. They'd have to kill like all 5 every round for that to matter if they keep winning. So.
Well, this is a better round. There are Molotovs as well as smokes for FaZe Clan. Chris J disposing of a HE grenade to buy a different grenade. Wolfmeister makes his way through apartments. Slowing the initial push of Mousesports.
I feel like Oscar's really come to life this half. Because there's a lot of rounds where Oscar's getting big picks, especially on people on left mid. So I wonder if he's going to keep going for that.
I want to say he had around 16 kills at halftime. And now he's on 27.
Oh wow.
Two players on shorts. I think one's on the roof.
Just gonna peek into that.
One has
Oh
fallen.
my god, are
Rain
you
is
serious?
delivering. 3 versus 4. Problems arise now. And the AWPs, you might argue, become even more powerful in this situation. Rain is everywhere. And maybe the time is up for Mousesports.
Did he pre-fire the second guy at
That
mid?
was really impressive. That shot.
Oh boy, Rain with the 4K. Just decides to show up and tell everybody, top 5.
I think I want to say he pre-fired that second guy running up mid.
I think Rain should just change his rifle name to top 5.
Top 5, top 5.
Top 5, I like that.
Well, I mean, what a dominant first half. Thought Mousesports were done for. Dominated by the AKs of FaZe, but when they got their hands on the AKs and they had a valiant effort at the comeback, but the damage was too great done by FaZe's T side in the first half.
The real tragedy here is that, you know, it comes so close to the point that you look at both pistols being won by FaZe and you're like, oh, well, Mousesports could have won this map in another universe.
Yeah, even some of those weird in-between rounds where, you know, like 3v3s went FaZe's side, like early in the half. It definitely could have gone the other way if the start was different.
Olaf getting that kill on Sunny and Arch, that's like a really pivotal round. It was very, very close. But at the end of the day, those pistols, the small plays, they all add up, and they're going to end up mattering. FaZe, they just do it again and again.
Nice performance from Oscar as well. He was very dangerous throughout the whole match, but ultimately it was not enough. Doing all the damage, Oscar, Nick up there as well. I mean,